What is the true role of a man in the family? Does it go beyond being a provider and protector? For ages, men have been seen as the pillars of their families, the providers, the protectors. This role, deeply ingrained in our society, often paints a picture of men as unyielding towers of strength. But there's more to being a man in a family than just these traditional roles. Men, you're also the emotional anchors of your families. Your strength is not just physical, but emotional and spiritual as well. It is your responsibility to create a loving and nurturing environment for your family, to be a guide, to be a source of comfort. The good book in Ephesians 5:25 says, "Husbands, love your wives, just as Christ loved the church and gave himself up for her." This scripture illuminates the depth of love and sacrifice expected of you. Being a man in a family is about more than just fulfilling duties. It's about embodying the love and sacrifice of Christ. What does it mean to be a father beyond the biological sense? Fatherhood is more than just a title or a biological function. It's a role steeped in responsibility, love and sacrifice. It's about providing guidance, instilling values, and being a source of unconditional love for your children. It's about fostering spiritual growth and leading by example. Let's take a moment to consider an age-old tale from the Bible, the story of the prodigal son. This parable, found in the book of Luke chapter 15 verses 11 to 32, beautifully illustrates the depth of a father's love and forgiveness. In this story, a young man, impatient for his inheritance, leaves his father's home to experience the world. He squanders his wealth in wild living, only to find himself destitute and alone. The young man, realizing his mistakes, returns home, expecting nothing more than to be a servant in his father's house. But what does he find? His father, seeing him from afar, runs to him, embraces him, and welcomes him home as a son, not a servant. This is a powerful picture of a father's unconditional love and forgiveness. The father in this story represents the divine fatherhood of God, but it also serves as a model for earthly fathers. This father did not condone his son's mistakes, but he was ready to forgive and restore him when he returned. He showed understanding and compassion even when his son had acted against his teachings. This is the essence of spiritual and emotional fatherhood. It's not about being perfect, but about guiding your children with wisdom and love, even when they make mistakes. It's about being a beacon of light in their lives, leading them towards righteousness. A father's role is to foster spiritual growth in his children, to show them through his own actions what it means to be a person of integrity, kindness, and love. To guide them not just with words, but with actions. Being a father is about more than just providing for your family. It's about being a spiritual leader, a moral compass, and a source of love and support. A father's role is not just to father children, but to raise them with love, guidance, and divine wisdom. What does it mean to be a husband as per the divine scriptures? Being a husband is not merely a title, but a divine responsibility, a calling to cherish and protect, to provide and guide. The scriptures are replete with examples and teachings that throw light upon the profound role of a husband. In the Bible, we find the Apostle Peter in his first epistle, chapter 3, verse 7, saying, "Husbands, in the same way be considerate as you live with your wives, and treat them with respect as the weaker partner and as heirs with you of the gracious gift of life, so that nothing will hinder your prayers." This verse is a profound reminder that as a husband, your role is to be considerate and respectful. You are called to recognize and appreciate the unique strength and value of your wife. She is not just your partner, but an equal heir in the gracious gift of life. This understanding is vital, not just for the harmony of your home, but also for your spiritual journey. It is a divine directive that strengthens the bond of matrimony. Love and respect are the cornerstones of this role. A husband's love is not just about affection, but it is a sacrificial love. A love that seeks the best for the other, a love that mirrors God's love for his people. Respect, on the other hand, is about acknowledging the inherent worth and dignity of your wife. It's about treating her with kindness, understanding, and fairness. Beyond love and respect, a husband is also called to be a spiritual leader in the home. This is not about superiority or authority, but about guidance and servitude. It's about leading by example, demonstrating faith and integrity, and fostering a home where God's presence is felt and His words are lived out daily. So when we ask ourselves, what does it mean to be a husband? We find that it's about embodying love, respect, and spiritual leadership. It's about cherishing, protecting, guiding, and serving. It's about making a daily commitment to fulfill these responsibilities, not out of obligation, but out of love and reverence for God. Being a husband is a divine calling to love, respect, and lead in a way that honors God. How can we as men strive to be better leaders, fathers, and husbands? This question is as old as time, but as relevant today as it ever has been. Let's explore some practical steps on how we can improve in these roles. Firstly, personal spiritual growth is paramount. Developing a strong connection with your spiritual beliefs can guide you in making wise decisions. This connection can also provide solace during tough times and a sense of purpose, which is imperative for a leader. The Bible reminds us in Proverbs 27:17 that as iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another. This means that we should seek to learn from each other and grow together. Next, let's talk about emotional intelligence. This is your ability to understand, use, and manage your own emotions positively. Emotional intelligence allows you to communicate effectively, empathize with others, overcome challenges, and diffuse conflict. As a father, it helps you to understand your children's emotions and guide them properly. As a husband, it allows you to connect with your spouse on a deeper level, fostering a relationship of mutual understanding and respect. Lastly, never stop learning. The world is continuously changing, and as men, we must adapt and grow with it. This could mean learning new skills to provide for your family, or understanding new ways to communicate with your spouse or children. As leaders, fathers, and husbands, we should always strive to be better, to learn more, and to understand the world around us. So, how can you become a better leader, father, and husband? You can start by focusing on your spiritual growth, developing your emotional intelligence, and never stopping your pursuit of knowledge. The journey is not easy, but the rewards are immeasurable. Remember, the goal is not to be perfect. It is to be better than you were yesterday. To be a good leader is to lead by example. To be a good father is to guide and nurture. To be a good husband is to love and respect. Being a better man starts with being a better you. Strive for personal growth, spiritual strength, and a heart that seeks to love and lead like Christ.